Hey guys, welcome back. It's Chucks here. Just been doing some batteries, but got offered this for free. Now the power didn't work on it, so I'd cleaned off all the FET transistors, ready to test it, and to go off this information here to make sure all the voltages were correct. Then I turned it on, and I used this as grabbed the earth, put it on here for an earth. Then I put it on AC, and I'm checking here, and I knew that that fuse was good because they usually don't go. And when I turned it on, there was no voltage there, believe it or not. No, absolutely no voltage. This isn't plugged in at the moment anyway. So I pulled out the lead, which I've now thrown the old lead in the bin. Actually, I'll go and grab it. I pulled out this lead and I looked at it and I thought, how cheap is that? And I thought, what's going on here? So I didn't even bother testing it. I went and grabbed another lead. And actually I will test it in a minute and have a look at it. And grabbed it, put it in, and the guy said he had no power. Guess what? It just popped on. So yeah, pretty easy board to fix. Back there of the unit, which I'm going to put it back together again in a second. And what model is this? This is a UA55ES6200, made in Malaysia. So if you look, they've gotten even cheaper on parts. Like this is the old power supply that I pulled out the other day, out of the other 40-inch. So look at the size of that. Look at the new one. And look at the wiring they're using. So if you look at the wiring, it's so small that, you know, it's not even proper copper. It's more of a braid. And I could tell you things about this braid, but I won't. That's if you're a detectorist. You'd be surprised how much you're not really paying for these coils. These coils are cheap as chips. Anyway, that's a separate story. So yeah, I've got all that sorted out. They're the 5 volters. I cleaned them all up, ready to go, and didn't need them because the cord was the only thing that was wrong with it. So it's got a bigger board there going to the main control board, and these are going straight up to the LED display lights, and the control board's even smaller than the old one. This one looks like it's ready for Ethernet or something like that. I don't know why they put that in there anymore. I don't know why they don't just put a Wi-Fi setup on it. There's a connector there. I don't know where that used to or would have gone to on this board. Couple of crystals there. Not really much to say about that board. They're still putting these connectors on the back. Don't know why. Not many people are using them, but I suppose some people do. And look how small the TV tuner is. No wonder it's pretty hard. And this board is made in China. The whole board's made in China. So this one here I'd say would be made in China. So that's a Chinese board. Not sure what it's got a heat sink on top of that, I think. Some sort of heat sink or some kind of covering so you don't see what the chip is. And yeah, just a simple power supply, which is virtually this power supply. But see that part there would be standard to that part here. There's your bridge rectifier, and that's diode, I'd say. And yeah, a couple of bits at the back. It actually looks like it's got a couple extra parts on it, but yeah, who knows. There's a fuse there, another fuse up here, but in this one there's only one fuse covering the whole lot. And small capacitors, these small capacitors here, just going to let you know, those two there, right next to a heatsink, They'll be one of the first ones to go if you ever find that you do have to repair one of these boards. Check these capacitors, and when you check the capacitors, a rule of thumb, see that's 25 volts to 20 microfarads. You'd want to keep it at 105 degrees, the caps, and you'd want to go up, if you could get a 50 in there, 50 to 20 microfarad, that would be better and would last longer. Same thing there, 82 microfarad, 250, well, you wouldn't get anything really bigger than that. You could get a 500, but that's probably the size that you'll get. And yeah, if they're small caps, like these little small caps right next to a heatsink, expect them to go first. That's about it from me. Hope it helps. Oh, another thing too, if you've got one of these, don't leave it on all the time. Because if you leave it on, the heat's going to go through these capacitors and wear the power board out quicker. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all having a great day. I'm having one of the greatest days ever because all I had to do is go and pick this thing up. There's my dog, one of my dogs coming in, and there's my other dog, Axel and Guns. Yeah. And they're ready to go home, I think. Anyway, that's it from me. Catch you later. And there's my electric bike. Anyway,